Hello, 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 humanity. Back once again, trying to keep up with my consistency. Uh, I have good news. I think I finally gotten this sugar out of my diet once again. Can you just imagine? I've really, really, really. I've really, really found and created some really, really wonderful recipes that have allowed me to not, engage my recklessness as it relates to sugar. The old lady had really, really, really gotten out of hand. I had started consuming not as much sugar as I had when I was, when I had gotten sick in that recliner years before. My sugar intake. It hadn't gotten that bad, but it had really gotten reckless. And let me give you an example of what it would be like, what it had gotten to be like for me. I literally, in the morning, I would go to Dunkin' Donuts on the way back. From picking up a loved one, and I'd have maybe like two or three donuts. Then I'd gotten back to, eating a lot of the cookies and cakes, and it was really, 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 it was getting bad. It was really getting reckless. And I found humanity. I was so excited about the eating lifestyle. So just the newness of it. The aesthetics weren't important, nor was the actual taste. But as time went on, I realized that I started, but it was only because I started with that recklessness right after my birthday. I think I could have still gone without the aesthetics. I still could have gone without the fullness of the taste. But with that recklessness, it just brought, the further time went on. And remember, the recklessness was because I had started aching, so the excruciating pain. Well, how many know I have even more pain? But the realization that I couldn't keep up like that just makes me go ahead with and do what I have to do in spite of the pain. And I could have done that before, but hey, like your brothers and sisters behind you and on the side of you, in front of you. We're learning, we're doing this thing called life together. There's over 7 billion of us under one address called Earth, and we're doing it. Some of us, we have debris on our knees, shoulders, and what have you. The old lady may have mistake debris laden debris everywhere, but I'm brushing it off and taking the cane and making tiny steps. Hey, you man, with that being said, I have to go before my hand starts shaking. I did a wonderful, oh my goodness, I really enjoyed this fiber packed dish, humanity. And remember, the variety is key with this eating lifestyle. You don't want to just continuously eat the same thing. And remember, consult your physician before you try anything new. But just eating the same thing over and over and over again, I don't know about you, but I bore easily. So I don't know how good that would be in terms of just eating a lot of the same things over and over and over again. But with that being said, humanity, I came up with this recipe. I don't know if there's something similar out there or exactly like that. I don't know. I just went off the whim. I just wanted a lot of fiber in this particular dish. So you know what I did? I took three bags of collard greens. You can get them already chopped and washed in at your grocers. So I got three bags. They were already washed and chopped, and I rinsed them off again. Of course, I put those over in a. You can spray your real large pot, your Dutch oven, or I have one that's really, really huge. And I put, or you can use maybe a tablespoon of coconut oil if you want. And so I put a tablespoon of the oil in the pot. And then I put the three washed and smallly chopped collard greens in the pot. And then I did something different. A lot of people put kale in, but I added broccoli as well. Remember, I really, really, really wanted a fiber packed meal So anyway, I put in maybe about I want to say maybe about 6 to 7 florets of broccoli. If you're making a smaller version, you may just want to go with 3 florets. Just use your own discretion. Remember, the personalization and the customization is key. And I put in kale. I put in a half a cup of kale, washed and chopped, of course. I put in 2 tablespoons of hot sauce. And remember, humanity, the hot sauce, it can really, really get hot. I like the spiciness of it. So, stay mindful of that. So I used, and remember, we've gone over the spoons countless times. The larger of the spoons is the tablespoon. The smaller of the spoons is a teaspoon. Uh, and so I used 2 tablespoons of hot sauce. I used 1 teaspoon of mustard. I used 2 tablespoons garlic powder, 2 tablespoons onion powder. I used maybe about a tablespoon buffalo wing sauce. I used what else did I use? I used some the chicken flour. I don't know how hard that is for you guys to find, but it's real easy in most of the grocers. And I used a tablespoon of that. And I mixed all of that together with a half a cup of onions chopped. You can use your own favorite, be it red or the white or the yellow onions. It doesn't matter. I used they were chopped, and I put in a half a cup, and then I also used a half a cup of bell peppers, and I used a fourth of a cup of celery, and I stirred all of that together, and I put in maybe about a fourth of a teaspoon. Remember, the teaspoon is the smaller of the spoons, and I used maybe about a fourth of a teaspoon. Most people use a lot more sugar, but I didn't. And that was monk fruit sugar at that. I only used about a fourth of a teaspoon of that. And I put all of that in, and I let it simmer for maybe about, I want to say, maybe about 45 minutes to an hour. You want your greens and your broccoli, everything to be tender. And humanity, I really, really enjoyed it. And I'm starting to realize now since I'm not, so excited about the eating lifestyle, it's become a little bit familiar, even though I messed it up terribly with my recklessness. The taste now is really, really important. And it was really a tasty dish. And I made that with a box of vegetarian a Jiffy mix. You can use any corn muffin mix. They have a lot of plant-based corn muffin mix. And I put in 2 tablespoons hot sauce. I put in 2 tablespoons feta cheese. What else? I used maybe about a fourth of a teaspoon of mustard, and I think I put in a pinch of salt. And I stirred all that together, and I baked it in a preheated oven for maybe not even a good, maybe 15 minutes. And it was really, really delicious, the both combined. Okay, humanity, with that being said, I hope all is well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.